Good evening. I call this public meeting of the North Clackamas School District Board of Directors to order on Thursday, July 7th at 6:33 p.m. I would like to remind our community that the purpose of our board meetings is to conduct the business of the district first and for everyone to learn about the district in a safe and productive manner. There are no community members signed up to provide comments tonight. Native land acknowledgement. We will begin with the native land acknowledgement. Director Tamtrang will lead in the acknowledgement this evening. Excuse me.
We acknowledge the land on which we sit and which we call the North Clackamas School District rests on traditional and indigenous lands and village sites of the native peoples of the Kalapuya, Chinook, Molalla, and Clackamas. We take this opportunity to offer gratitude for the ability to learn, work, and be a community on this land, and we offer thanks to the original caretakers of this region. We recognize the historic policies of colonization, genocide, relocation, and assimilation that affected Indigenous and Native families, both past and present, and that will affect those in the future, and honor the resilience and revitalization of our Indigenous and Native communities. We pay our respects to the elders, both past and present, who have been the stewards of this land throughout the generations.
Thank you. Board members, please stand, and Director Kemp will you lead the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag tonight?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First on the agenda is the selection of chair and vice chair. I welcome Superintendent Shay James.
Thank you. This is an annual July agenda item in selecting our North Clackamas School District Board Chair for the 2025-26 school year. At our last board meeting in June, each director expressed if they had an interest in being the chair or vice chair for the 25-26 school year. So at this time, per the OSBA policy guidance, I would like to open up for nominations for our board chair.
I'd like to nominate Gina Benaloga for chair.
Great. Are there any other nominations at this time? Okay, hearing none, I will close the nominations and we will proceed with a vote for Director Benaloga to serve as the board chair for North Clackamas School District for the 25-26 school year. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say no. Okay, seeing that with a vote of 6, Director Benaloga will serve as chair for the North Clackamas School District for 25-26 school year. So thank you. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to you for the vice chair nominations.
All right, excellent, and thank you. Thank you for your confidence. I appreciate it. At this time, we will take nominations for the vice chair, and I would like to nominate Tori McVeigh for vice chair. Are there any others? Are there any other nominations? Is there any discussion? Hearing no more nominations, I close the nominations and call for a vote on the motion. All those in favor, aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. With a vote of 6, is there 6 of us? 6-0. We have selected Director McVeigh as our newly elected vice chair. Oh, and
Huh? Oh, I'll just stay here. Next meeting. Have to move my food.
yeah, we can put him in the right place next time. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Next on the agenda is our consent agenda in the board packet, you will, excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit, so I'm sorry if my words are cutting out. In the board packet, you will find the consent agenda for this evening's meeting. The items on the consent agenda are the minutes from June 26th, 2025, and that's it. And is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? And please read the lengthy items that are included in our consent agenda tonight. Do we have a motion?
Chair, I move approval of the consent agenda, the minutes from the June 26, 2025 board meeting.
Second?
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All right, it's been properly moved by Director Dobson and seconded by Director McVeigh. I will call for a vote on the motion. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, no. The motion passes with a vote of 6-0. Thank you. Next on the agenda this evening is a declaration of actual, potential, or perceived conflicts of interest. I welcome Superintendent Shay James for this item.
All right, and then I'm going to turn it back over to you. So every year, directors are asked to publicly declare any actual, potential, or perceived conflicts of interest in accordance with policy BBFA. And at this time, I'm going to turn it right back on over to Chair Benaloga regarding this topic.
All right, and as chair, I will ask each director to declare actual, potential, or perceived conflicts of interest. Director Dobson.
Thank you, Chair Benaloga. At this time, I have no actual potential or perceived conflicts of interest.
All right, thank you. Director Kemp.
Thank you. Yeah, I have no conflicts of interest, perceived or otherwise.
Thank you. Director McVeigh.
None for me.
Or Vice Chair
Yeah.
McVeigh.
Yeah, get it right.
Whoops.
None for me.
Director Olson.
No potential actual or perceived conflicts of interest.
Director Tamtring.
No conflicts of interest for me.
Thank you. And as far as myself, Director Benaloga, I have a potential conflict of interest. I am an academic director for an exchange program, and I do place exchange students in the North Clackamas. My team, I do not personally, my team places exchange students in the North Clackamas School District. Thank you. Next on the agenda is board protocols, operating agreements. Please share at this time or later on if you haven't, if you don't have anything in mind right now, any changes, concerns that you would like to visit or talk about. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that, they should be there at each of our places. This is the board protocols on one side and the operating agreements are on the other. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, we can definitely revisit this, but if anyone has any concerns or anything they'd like to talk about, we can do that now. Is there any discussion at this time? All right, excellent. We will move on. Next on the agenda is board liaisons committee assignments. This is a discussion item. The committees are in your board packet, and you will be receiving a Google survey with the details of each committee and an opportunity for you to share which committees you are interested in and able to attend. I do want to say that we have clarified on the committees as to whether they're in person. We do have some committees that like youth equity and our educational equity committee that the preference is that we are in person. And then there are other committees like policy where it's all online and those are actually attended online. And there's a couple of committees where you can do either or. Okay, so that will be spelled out in the Google form that you get to ask you which committees you are interested in, and we should have a minimum of 2 board members on each committee. And once those Google surveys are received, we will assign committees, and then you will get a list of the committees that you serve on. And is there any discussion or questions about the committee assignments moving forward? And we will get that in July, Donna? Okay, board members will see that in July, and committees don't normally start until the fall, so we do have some time. Next on the agenda is mandatory child abuse reporting training. I welcome Superintendent Shay James.
Moving right along here. So Senate Bill 415 passed in 2019, and it requires that all board members are mandatory reporters. Each year, we require our staff to undergo online training on mandatory reporting. As a board member, you are not required to complete this online training that provides information on forms of abuse and reporting. However, it is worth your while to review it if you have the opportunity and would like to do so. You can find those documents in your board packet. And I just want to remind you that our staff stands ready to help anybody that needs any support around making a report if that's ever needed. So please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or staff members if you need support in mandatory reporting.
Is there, excuse me, is there any discussion or any questions at all? All right, thank you. All right, well, thank you all so very much. I hope everyone has a wonderful summer. And I always like to leave you with a thought. And so the thought tonight is from C.S. Lewis, who is a British author, scholar, and theologian. And he says that children are not a distraction from more important work. They are the most important work. In the end, the legacy that matters won't be what you built in the world. It will be who you raised and whether they felt safe, seen, and loved in your presence. So have a wonderful summer. Thank you for joining us. And it is now 6:44 p.m. and this public meeting of the North Clackamas School District Board of Directors is adjourned. Have a good evening. That was quick.